I want to have a little chat with you about composition, about what you like and what you don't like, and whether there's a right or a wrong about it, and what you may do about things like that, possibly using Photoshop or another post-production piece of software. I'm in Pfefferkorn, which is just outside of Zurich, where I run my masterclass every year. Now, last year, I took a shot from this very spot and it kind of completely split the group as to whether they liked it or whether they didn't. And it's all in the realm of composition and changing things and what you like and what you don't like. Let me just talk you through it. So here we've got this smashing little old wooden dock and the timbers are all kind of wrinkly and splendid. We've got the lake. In the distance we've got some mountains. They're going to be a little bit bright in your viewfinder, but we're going to adjust the exposure in the camera. Now, when it comes to post-production, when it comes to removing things from a picture, if I was going to remove anything from a picture without falling in the lake, it would be down here on the end of this dock. Can you see we've got this nasty metal thing sticking up on a scaffold pole? I think it kind of totally ruins it, and if I was going to fiddle around in Photoshop and remove an element from the picture, it would be that. But what about this nasty looking electric box? Well, you can't really Photoshop that, so that's about getting the composition right. That's about thinking your way through the image, doing what you need to do to lose that from the shot in the first place. We've also got some little bits of twig here, and these are what caused the bone of contention, but we're going to come to that. So let's go take the shot. Let's just go through what we're going to do on the camera end. Now, I've done quite a bit of the composition work already. The camera's on the tripod. I like tripods because you can do your composition and then that job's done. You haven't got to think about it again and you can think about the other stuff. But I am just going to briefly talk you through it. So let's get this thing rocking and rolling and let's see if we can get the video button and get that filming. It's really fiddly to press. There we go. We're filming, people. Right, if I just look through here, you can see on the right we've got that nasty looking electric box. So we can bring our composition up. Where do we want it? Well, don't we want the horizon in the middle? But the most important thing is to lose the electric box. So by zooming my lens very, very slightly, you see I can just sneak it out past it. Look, you see we've lost the edge of that electric box. It's just kind of gone. So that's pretty good. Now, something I want you to bear in mind while I'm doing this is that right now, this camera is recording video 16 by 9. It's a different shape to the finished picture. I'm just giving you an idea, okay? Because you may see things in this bit of video that won't be in the final shot. It's a different shape. But that roughly gives you see, we've got the horizon nice and level. We've got our dock. We've got the water. We've got the mountains. We've got a couple of little twigs. You can just see them. They're sort of poking in over here, aren't they? These little bad boys here. Should we remove them or not? I don't know. We'll come to that. Let's take the shot. Let's have a look at our options with taking this picture. So I like using aperture priority, don't I? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just making sure my autofocus is in the right place. I want it on single point autofocus. Where do I want to focus? Somewhere on the dock. So let's stop the video so that I can do the still. Oh, it's so fiddly, this thing. One day I'll be able to do it easily. There we go. Right. So I've got single point autofocus. I'm going to put the autofocus point on the little dock. That's where we're going to focus. I like aperture priority. So how am I going to expose? I'm going to get the histogram so I've got maximum data. We've got tons of bright in the sky and we've got fairly dark stuff going on the dock. So use your histogram. If you're using a DSLR, you need to take a test shot, have a look in the back, check it, okay? I can do it live on this because I can see it through the viewfinder. Unfortunately, I can't show you that because I can't video it. Okay. We've got our composition sorted out already, haven't we? We did that, zooming the lens. We've kind of lost that nasty electric box and we're ready to go with the shot. So I'm just going to take a shot, have a look at it and see what the histogram has to say about it. Look at that histogram. You can see it's a little bit off to the left. What do we want to do? Simple, isn't it? Brighten it up. All you guys that leave me messages saying, what aperture should I use? What exposure should I use? This is how you do it. You check your histogram and then you adjust accordingly. There is no right answer. Every situation is different. So I'm in aperture priority. So let's just dial it up a bit. Let's just go up a third of a stop. Which aperture am I using? f/18 in this case because I want lots of depth of field. I've got a low ISO. Let's take our shot again. I don't have to put my eye to it, I just like doing it. And again, let's have a look and see what the histogram says. It's taken a march to the right a bit. I'm going to do one more, in a bit brighter. You need to do these fairly quickly too because the light is changing all the time. And while I'm talking to you, it could be changing again. There we go. Look at that histogram. If we just go 1, 2, 3, see how it's taken a march to the right. I've got maximum data in each end. So we've got a shot there and it looks really nice. But what about those little twigs on the right? Now, I kind of like them. Why do I like them? It's because they're sort of breaking up the symmetry. If we look in real life, we've got the dock, we've got a straight line here. It's running straight up the middle of the picture. We've got the straight hard edge running across the edge. We've then got the edge of the lake. We've then got a bit of broken symmetry above that going on where it's sort of jaggedy up and down, yeah? And then we got some sky. All those natural shapes which are not straight lines. My bone of contention was our little twigs. Now this is the original shot that I took. I'm showing you that now. That was taken with a neutral density filter because I wanted a bit of movement in the clouds and all that kind of stuff. I brought it up in the workshop when we were reviewing some images that we'd all taken in the same place. And initially I thought, I'm going to Photoshop these little buggers out. But then when I saw it on the screen, I thought, I really like them. They're disrupting the symmetry. Now, I was a disruptive influence in the classroom at school. I was the one who was always told, Browne, go to the headmaster, you're a disruptive influence. But in photography, sometimes that can be great. Now, half the class loved the little twigs. And half the people on our Facebook page said, yeah, I like it, they're kind of disturbing. But the other half really didn't. This is not a, yeah, I'm ambivalent about it. Most people love it or hate it. But is it right or is it wrong? That's your choice to make, because the only person at the end of the day you have to please is you. So let's have a little poll here. If you like the twigs, then write like. If you don't like the twigs, write no twigs in the little comment box. That's in the little comment box. That's of course if you're seeing on YouTube. If you're seeing this on my site, there isn't a comment box, but you can always leave it in a comment on the Facebook page where I've posted it. That'd be really, really cool. It's just interesting to see who likes what, and also to notice how many people like what, and then you can gauge whether that is right or wrong. The people who like it, are they wrong? Are the people who don't like it, are they wrong? It's a good question, isn't it? It's all very subjective. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to be notified each time we upload one of our cool photography videos, or for more great photo tips, workshops and training, come and see us at our website, photographycourses.biz.